Hey everyone, it is Monday, May 20th, 2024, which means today is Victoria Day. So this is a holiday here in Canada. The time is 1:18 p.m. and the temperature right now is around 25 degrees Celsius. So we're enjoying some very summer-esque weather. There's the intersection of Yonge and Dundas. And there's the Eaton Center just across the street. And we're going to do something a little different today. I'm going to head into the Tenor here and go down and we'll explore Little Canada. And this is an attraction that features miniaturizations of landmarks from all over the country, although I think the prairies and west coast isn't yet completed. But what's in there took about 35,000 hours to build in total. And adults are $36, seniors $28, children $22, and students are $28. But those are online discounted prices. I think it's an extra $4 if you pay at the gate. And I have never been through here before. There's an ad for Little Canada. Security doesn't like you recording in this building. You are allowed to record in Little Canada though. And this opened back, or it was supposed to open back in 2000 during the pandemic. I think the official opening was delayed a bit. And to get there, you just enter the Tenor. You could also come via Dundas subway station. And you head down this escalator.
Hey, welcome back.
Well, I was just down here a minute ago checking it out. Hence the welcome back. But there is where you'd buy your tickets. Yeah, adults 40, seniors 32, students 32, children 22. They do have yearly passports available as well. I have a scannable ticket, so what I will do is resume recording once I have entered.
Canada, do you need to purchase tickets today?
I have one, thank you. So I will resume recording once I am through. And there's all the areas we'll be walking through. Starting at the entry, it looks like we'll be going through Little Niagara first. And then the prairies and the Rockies. There's also Little North, Little West Coast. And of course Toronto, the Golden Horseshoe, Ottawa, the East Coast, Quebec, and Montreal. And here's where you get your ticket scanned.
Especially like the land acknowledgement.
And into Little Canada we go. This is Niagara Falls. And if I'm not mistaken, these are all on a 15-minute day to night light cycle. There's little information plaques all throughout. So that would have been the American Falls where we started. And this would be a representation of the Horseshoe Falls. There's the Niagara skyline. And of course, the Skyline Tower. That's an old hydroelectric station, I think. And there is Clifton Hill. Oh, they've even got the Speedway, the Mario Kart style go-kart track. There's a traffic jam waiting to get onto the Rainbow Bridge. I believe that's the Whirlpool Aero Car. I've done the Whirlpool tour once before. Oh, this is the big hydroelectric generating station. And look at that, a GO train. Is making its way into Niagara. And this says Landscape of Nations on it. And this area is called Niagara on the Lake. This is a beautiful town not too far from Niagara Falls. All right, let's see where to next. Just follow the footsteps. The exit is that way, and the restrooms. And there's a place called Miniature Makers and Little North, but this says to your next destination, go down. Oh, so we'll be coming up those escalators and going around the rest of it. And we are entering Little Toronto, apparently. There's the Art Gallery of Ontario. And Huron Square. So we're in Chinatown. And that is OCAD, the Ontario College of Art and Design. There's the Chelsea Hotel in the background. And a streetcar that looks like it's going to be derailed. Oh, neat.
Yeah, look at that.
What an awesome little detail. And there is where we are, a building called the Tenor at Dundas Square. That looks a little bit like an elongated version. There's the movie theater. There's just so much detail here.
There's Little Canada.
There's where we are, Little Canada. We're in that section. I think the gentleman who is responsible for Little Canada is from the Netherlands. And he summoned the help of miniature train builders to piece this together. There's the Toronto sign at Nathan Phillips Square. And this was originally going to be a traveling attraction, but they settled on this more permanent location. I think they signed a 20-year lease to here. All right, where are we now? It's the Bloor Street Viaduct and the Don Valley Parkway. That looks like maybe the Queen Street Viaduct. Oh, there goes a train. We're walking along the Don River, and we hit the Distillery District. St. Lawrence Market, I was in there yesterday. I had a P-Mel bacon sandwich. That looks like Danforth Avenue off in the distance. Oh, here comes a streetcar. And it is Scotiabank Arena. The amount of detail here is kind of mind-blowing. This video is definitely going, or not going to do this place justice. There's Union Station. And the big train shed. Got the Financial District, Commerce Court West straight ahead. Brookfield Place, One King West, Scotia Plaza, the big tall red building there, the Royal York Hotel, the TD Center with First Canadian Place looming behind it. And that is a packed Union Station. They haven't included the rather unsightly concrete barriers along the sidewalk. There's the Roundhouse, home of the Steam Whistle Brewery. And the CN Tower. Ripley's Aquarium. And of course the Sky Dome. I think they're going to have to redo the Sky Dome here. They don't have the dirt infield or the last 2 years worth of renovations in place. But still, that is fantastic. You got the Batista bat flip moment going on the screen. This is kind of ridiculous how detailed it is. Chinese Railroad Workers Memorial. There's the Marilyn Monroe Towers in Mississauga. Oh, they're having the 7th inning stretch at the Dome. And I'm pretty sure the roof was closed when I first came through here. And there, whoops, is Honest Ed's. I thought I had my camera in zoom mode. Which used to be at the corner of Bathurst and Bloor. If there's one thing that's very inaccurate, there are not enough cranes here. And we are walking into the Little Gordon Horseshoe. This is the area south of Toronto. And it's the most populated region in the entire country. There's the world's smallest IMAX, IMAX being a Canadian invention. And I think they have a new projector on the way. There's trains zipping through. This is the Royal Botanical Gardens. So I think we're in the Hamilton area. I don't recognize that train. It doesn't quite look like a Via train. This is Dundurn Castle. The massive 40-room castle was once home to Canadian political leader Sir Allan Napier McNab. Yeah, we are definitely in Steeltown. The Fasco Steel. This is a familiar sight if you're ever heading south down the QEW. There's a mini Hamilton skyline. I wonder if the Skydome lid has started closing. Maybe they don't run that too often. Small hockey arena. You'll notice my knowledge of where I am has dropped off considerably versus when we were in Toronto. That's Highway 401. There's even people dancing in there. And this is Stratford, Ontario. And I'll look into the control room. Train status. That lets them know, I guess, where each train is. There's a school bus. Oh, we've got fireworks going on in Little Ottawa. Oops. So this is the nation's capital. Word Market. I made a video through there a few years ago. There's Parliament Hill. I was once there for Canada Day, I think, 2018, and there's a very impressive fireworks display. There's the Rideau Canal.
Cái lỗ đấy cơ. Cái lỗ đấy cơ.
We have
Oh, it's getting brighter. This is the Gatineau Balloon Festival off in the background there. Gatineau is next to Ottawa. A log flume ride. They've got this littleization station where you can miniaturize yourself. Hello. On my next loop around, I offered to take my photo, and we are in Little Quebec.
Pika, you want to see there? Pika, you want to see there? And there's another building. Huh? There's old schools.
Messing around. There's like change of things on it. I had this, I put this on the back here, some little stuff.
And it's Saint Anne du Beaupré. I've only been to Quebec City once, a very long time ago. There's the Chateau Frontenac, the most famous and recognizable landmark in Quebec City. Pont du Quebec. This bridge has a span of 1,801 feet. This is the longest cantilever bridge in the world. And due to multiple engineering failures, it collapsed during construction. In total, 88 people were killed. And the bridge was completed in 1919, and I did not memorize that. I just read it off that plaque there. There's some people doing whatever they're doing on the ice. Little Canadian Tire branded skating rink. All right, more this way. I'm gonna look at the command center.
You can get
Giant Muskoka chair. And we are on the East Coast now. This is Signal Hill, overlooking the harbor of St. John's, Newfoundland. A province I have never been to, but it sure looks pretty beautiful. And this is where Terry Fox began his Marathon of Hope.
Yes, that's the northern peninsula.
So apparently that is Gros Morne.
Yes.
That lady responded to me, that's a National Historic Site. I think the landscape of much of the East Coast bears a resemblance to that in Scotland. I think the land masses at one point in time were connected. And we are in Halifax. There's the plaque. Regarding the Halifax explosion of 1917. What I'm gonna do after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna come back through here and take this in from the visitor experience. If I did that on video, this would be a 2-hour video at least. The Bay of Fundy. Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Potato farming. PEI is kind of known as the Idaho of Canada, at least as far as potato production goes. But there you go, little East Coast. And now up to little North, little bites and little things. I imagine we'll start going west in Canada at some point, unless I missed it. Well, here's the little prairies. It looks like this part is still being built out. Future home of the Little Rockies. So much of Canada is still to come. And I think that's kind of cool that it's actively being updated and worked on. Sometimes you go to these tourist attractions and they're just kind of static. There's a moose and all the fine people who worked on Little Canada, the Miniature Maker Studio. Absolute fascinating stuff. Exit this way. I'm not sure I'm ready to exit, but we're getting kicked out into a gift shop, and there is the exit. So I think I'm gonna sign off on the video, but I hope you enjoyed this walk around Little Canada. It certainly didn't do it justice in terms of showing all of it, but I am super impressed and I'm sure I'll be back. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do on YouTube, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I have an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. All right, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.